Hello, hello. So I will wait for a few of you guys to get in here on the live, and then I'll go ahead and get started. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start with Weekend Vibes collective reading, and then I'm going to go to the Taropy Talk, and then I'll take personal questions at that point. So I'm just going to go ahead with the Weekend Vibes. That way I can wait for the room to fill up a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and connect with Spirit. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining the live. I'm going to connect with Spirit and see what messages Spirit has for the collective, for everyone, for the weekend. So this will be the 19th, 20th, 21st. So Spirit, what messages for the collective for the weekend? Spirit, what messages? When I merge my desire with faith, I can take action from a place of peace rather than control. I love that. So I feel like this is going to resonate with someone. Some of you out there this weekend, you may want to control a situation. You may see a certain way of it turning out. You want it to turn out a certain way, and Spirit is saying, just allow the universe to work its magic. Just go with the flow. That's what they're saying. Go with the flow. So going with the flow this weekend is going to be very important. I feel like there's going to be more blessings, more abundance that comes to us if we're able to go with the flow rather than control. So really release the control, because you can get a lot more with letting go than holding on to things. Spirit, what additional messages? You are supported and loved. So know that this weekend, you are not only going to be supported by the people around you, but really your spiritual team, your guides, your angels, people in the physical that you have soul contracts with. You are supported and you are loved. So I'm going to grab a few cards, and then I'm going to go ahead and start with the therapy tips, and then we can get to personal questions after that. I hope you all are doing well. Spirit, what messages for the weekend for the collective? Page of Swords. So with the Page of Swords, we could be hearing some type of news. This could be text messages, a letter in the mail, a phone call. But with these news, Spirit is saying, make sure you know the terms and the conditions. Make sure you understand the contract. Make sure you read the fine print. If you're dealing with someone with communication, listen to their verbal and look at their nonverbal. You really want to pay attention to the messages coming through this weekend, because it's something that you're going to maybe have to investigate and make sure that you guys are on the same page. but it's going to be good. You have the Six of Swords. This news coming in this weekend is something that's going to provide you with some type of improvement in your life, going from choppy waters to calmer waters. So know that there's going to be some type of improvement this weekend. Hello, hello, Madeline. Nice to see you. Who's graduated? I'm graduated. My last class was yesterday. So I am excited. I don't know what to do with myself. All right. Just finished the gym. Nice. Good job. I love the gym. All right, weekend energy, we have the Fool. So these messages coming in, guys, this weekend, it's going to bring us something new, a new opportunity, a new relationship, a new perspective, a new way of looking at things. But there's something new coming in this weekend for us. Oh my gosh, look at this, the Empress. This is all about abundance. This is about fertility. If any of you are working on some type of creative project, you could receive some type of downloads from spirit, some type of some type of intuitive nudges. So Spirit is saying, be on the lookout. Keep your eyes, keep your ears open because this is going to be a very nice weekend. We have the Ten of Swords. So this weekend, I'm telling you, with this news coming in, it's going to be ending some type of cycle that was painful, uncomfortable, and it's just going to work out for our highest good. So very beautiful reading, guys. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be done with school. So for my new setup for my lives, what I really wanted to do was I wanted to do therapy talk. So the beginning of the live is going to be a therapy tip, and we can chit chat and talk about that. And then the next segment would be tarot. So personal questions. Today I'm going to be doing pendulum questions, yes or no, for free. And then for tarot, it's $5 and up donation. So I really want to set it up like that because I feel like spirituality, you connecting to source, you using your gifts, your intuition is all connected to your mental state, right? You want to be healthy mind, body, and soul. So mental health and spirituality really go hand in hand. Regardless of what religion, regardless if you do believe in a religion or if you don't, just your connection. When I talk about spirituality, your connection to you, your connection to your higher self, your connection to source. When you hear that inner voice that says stop and go and listen, that voice that really protects you and keeps you safe. So, hello, hello. So, because this is the first therapy talk, I really wanted to keep it very short. But today's topic is really simple, but it's something that I didn't really learn about and utilize until I became a therapist. And that is celebrate yourself. Most people celebrate themselves for their birthdays, for different, maybe a promotion at work. Why can't we celebrate ourselves every day? Literally every day. So an exercise that I really like, which I got from one of my supervisors, was to celebrate yourself every day. So I like to do this at the end of the night, and I just like to kind of recap, like, what were my wins? It doesn't matter like how big your wins are. It doesn't matter how small your wins are. Like, if you're having a tough day and all you did that day was wash your hair and get out of bed, that's a win, right? My win for today is I'm graduating with my master's. I'm about to apply for my licensure to become an official therapist. So that is my win. So if you guys would be so awesome, put your win in the chat. What win did you have today? Chicago. No, I'm not from Chicago. I am from Houston, Texas. But thanks for dropping in the live. Go ahead and put your win for the day, guys. And this is something that it's crazy. On some of my roughest days, when I go through my wins, I'm like, wow, like I was very productive, or I really got a lot of stuff done. And it's all about balance. Like, I'm a Gemini rising, so I love working on projects. I love being productive. And sometimes my guides will send me messages like, hey, you need to rest. Hey, you need to slow down. So sometimes on those days where I slow down, I feel lazy. And I have to remind myself, like, hey, you're not being lazy, you're resting, you're taking a break, you're slowing down. So, oh, okay. I guess it's a win. Good for you. You found it in the river. All right. Oh, nice, Madeline. I'm telling you, going to the gym is such a beautiful thing. It literally adds years to your life. It makes you feel good. I was watching something on TikTok, and it was like a biologist or a doctor or something, and she was saying something like every time you go to the gym or you exercise, it's like a massage or like a spa for your brain. And I was like, oh wow, how cool is that? So I love that. You're cooking, you're drinking water and resting. You can never get enough water. Like water is awesome. Okay. That's awesome. Well, thank you guys for participating and put your wins in. But if you could just like literally celebrate your wins, do it for 1 week and see how you feel. I find for myself when I celebrate my wins, especially on the days where it's tough or if I'm dealing with negative thoughts, it really just lifts me up. So I hope that therapy tip really helped you guys. Like I said, more to come. We're going to be challenging negative thoughts. I want to provide you guys with helpful tools, how to utilize therapy tips, and when it comes to tarot and spirituality as well. So if you're looking for a therapist, I have a waiting list. The link is in the description. If you're located in Texas, then I will be able to see you starting in September. If you're not in Texas and you're looking for a therapist, one, I would request a 15-minute consultation. It's completely free. You want to see their vibe. You want to see if you like them. You want to see, like, are they your jam? So make sure you get a 15-minute consultation with a couple of therapists to see if you guys resonate with each other. Now, if you really can't afford therapy or if you don't have insurance, look up a therapist intern in your area. And most therapist interns are anywhere from 35 to $50. But if you tell them that you can't afford it, then they could probably lower the fees as well. So, yes. So, all about mental health. Go mental health. All right. So, that concludes the the therapy talk, the therapy tip. Let me see. All right, so I'm gonna be in here for this live for a little bit. If you guys have any pendulum questions, yes or no, those are free. If you have any tarot questions, those are donations, $5 and up. So go ahead and pop your questions in the chat, and I'll probably be on here for another 30 minutes or so. So let's see. All right, so will I see Gemini in September? Spirit, what messages? Yes or no? Yes, I got a yes. It was a little slow, but I did get a yes. So maybe mid to end September. Hopefully those messages resonate. All right. So I've been consistent with the gym for the last year and a half, straight. I think over COVID, I've probably lost like 50 pounds. But I've been stepping it up, and my goal is to go to the gym and run twice a day. But I kind of listen to my body. So if I go to the gym and run, and my body is like no, then I call it a day. But I feel so good. So especially like being in nature, even if you're not a gym person, like go walking. Like nature is just very grounding. Like it just feels really good. You're so welcome. You are so welcome. Have you guys ever went to therapy? Did you have a good experience? Did you have a bad experience? Have you ever gone? I'm interested to know. I know sometimes people don't want to go to therapy because of cultural reasons, like how they were brought up. Like, you don't talk about your business to other people, or only crazy people go to therapy. But I mean, like, how good does it feel to talk to someone that is going to listen to you and make you feel heard and understood? Like, sometimes I think therapy really gets a bad rap, especially like before I became a therapist and watching therapists on TV. Like, to me, my experience, like therapy is like nothing like that. Um, it's just really satisfying, like to just work on yourself and focus on yourself. Because I feel like when you're talking to a friend, even if that friend is like a really good listener, like it's a conversation, it's a dialogue. So it's about you, it's about them, and it's like a trade-off. But when you're in therapy, it's literally only about you. And I think that's so beautiful because we need that time to process and think about things and reflect on things and, have a safe space. Have a safe space for talking about things that you may not feel comfortable talking about with friends and family. So, um, yeah. Yes, middle to the end of September, just because the pendulum was a little slow, but you did get a yes for your Gemini in September. But yes, I always try to remind people of the 15-minute consultations because you get to learn so much about someone in 15 minutes. You can ask questions about therapy. You can ask the therapist, what is your way of therapy? Like, what kind of techniques do you use? Is it structured? Is it unstructured? What are the fees? Do you accept insurance? So, um, yeah, don't be afraid to do a 15-minute consultation. Like, you really want to be able to find someone that you feel comfortable with. That's the ultimate goal. So, yep. So hopefully I'll catch some of my subbies while I'm on here. And I haven't come up with a schedule yet, guys, but since I'm graduated and I'm done with school, I am going to be coming up with a schedule for coming on lives. That way it can be very consistent and like you'll know where to find me. Not in a creepy way, right? Know where to find you. My Pluto's in the 5th house, so I have a dark sense of humor sometimes. But yeah, so you'll know where to find me and it'll just be consistent. And you can get your therapy tips, you can get your spiritual guidance, and yeah, everything like that. So hopefully we'll get a few more people in here. You are so welcome. Thank you so much for joining the live. You've been in the live a few times, the last few times. I love seeing people's usernames that I usually see. There's another thing I did want to introduce to as well. I don't really know how this is going to look, but I use the streaming app, StreamYard over there, and I can actually invite you guys on the screen. Like you can see me, we can interact. Like I could do like a little personal reading like that too as well. So just trying to think about ways to just engage with you guys, connect with you guys. I know you see me, I don't really get to see you guys. So that is one thing that I'm looking into. I really want to pull people in so they can get to know me, and if they have any questions about mediumship or therapy or Reiki or anything like that, or a personal question. So thank you, thank you, thank you. My readings are consistent. I appreciate that. I am not consistent on getting on lives, but because I am done with school, I'm getting body hits. So it's like my spirit guides are like, yeah, you need a schedule, little girl. So I promise you, that's what I'm gonna be working on. I'm gonna put it on my calendar, like creating content, creating shorts, and what I'm gonna be getting on live. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Love it. It's funny because the university I went to was called University of Cumberland, and it was completely online. It was virtual. And I did a practicum, an internship, and an internship too. And we were with the same classmates for a whole year. And they would have to record their sessions. So we would like get to critique them and give them feedback. And me being, me with my gifts and stuff, sometimes I would point out to my classmates like their aura or the colors or what it meant. And it was just like a way to connect. So I just think that's so ironic that you mentioned my aura, because I would bring that up in class and people would feel so special. Yeah, I think that everything is an experience. Like that's how I try to think about things. Like when I talk to people, when I meet people, it's like, what kind of experience can I create? Like a positive one, a negative one, a blah one. So I think that's like a really good like reflection question for yourself, like especially if you're feeling like not in a hot mood. Um, it's like, what kind of experience do I intentionally intend to provide, between me and this person or a group of people? Ooh, I'm thirsty. But yeah, I'm so excited. I cannot wait to get started. Like, I literally, like, I have all my application ready. I'm ready to hit submit. The only thing I have to do is wait for my university to hit complete and post the grades. But graduated with a 4.0, straight A's. I'm like, during COVID, 3 kids, like, celebrate myself. Like, oh, and any of you that are thinking about becoming a social worker, or I can say a therapist, I can't speak for social workers, but anybody that is thinking about becoming a therapist, oh my gosh, like do it. Like do it. Like there's so many options. Um, I'm going into private practice, I'm going to have my own business, but it's like when you go through the program of becoming a therapist, all of your assignments are literally working on you. So I've seen so much growth in like how I communicate, how I treat people, just being more mindful and being more intentional. And I just feel like so much more grounded. So, like I said, if anyone is thinking about becoming a therapist, do it, because I feel like it's more than just your master's. It's more than just a degree. You will literally come out changed. And I sound like I'm like advocating for a cult, but I'm really I'm really saying this because it's an industry where you can not only help people feel fulfilled by helping people. People like what do you call it? Like a supporting service or helping people, but you can actually make a really good income as well. So if you're thinking about doing it, do it. And if whatever you guys are thinking about as far as like getting certifications, climbing up the corporate ladder, really reflect on like what you want to do. Reflect on your gifts. That's what I tell people. Like what would you want to do in your life when it comes to work that wouldn't feel like work? Like being an artist, being a a painter. You know what I mean? Like really think about that, because I went through undergrad like a robot, got my bachelor's, got a job, and it was just not fulfilling at all. So really think about that. It doesn't matter if you're in your 20s and your 30s and your 40s. For me, when I got my master's, like I literally didn't think about it. Like I owe it to spirit, because they gave me a message. They were like, hey, do this. And I'm like, okay. And that's what I did. And I just focused on the next steps. Like I stayed very present. And I think sometimes people hold themselves back and they're just like, well, if I want to be a doctor, it's going to take me 10 years. And it's like, but if you just focus on the steps of applying and getting approved and getting in the program and taking the classes, that time is gonna fly by, so it's gonna go by so quick. And if you're doing something that you love, like that's priceless. That is so priceless. Like do something that you love. Do something that, that you're proud of saying that you do, and like that, I don't know, gives you butterflies, makes you excited. Like sometimes after seeing clients, guys, I feel so pumped. Like I'm just like, yes. So um yeah, reflect on that. Reflect on what you'd want to do, and what you're passionate about. I think that's very important. Okay. So just waiting for a few of you to pop in here. If you guys have any Q&A, go ahead and post that in the chat as well. Okay. Does anybody have any tarot questions? If you have a tarot question, go ahead and pop it in the chat. Just for you guys, just being supportive. I truly appreciate it. Go ahead and pop your question in the chat, and I'll pull a few cards for you. Uh-oh. So yeah, go ahead and put your questions in the chat if you guys have any personal questions as well. While I'm waiting for the live to fill up, you guys get some freebies. All right, let's see. Spirit, what messages? Let's see. Oh no, technology. Let's see. And I have to share this. I just went to meet the teacher, and all of my kids are going to be in school now, and my little one is going to kindergarten. Oh my gosh, she was so cute, guys. She was so cute. She was so cute and so excited. All right, what lies ahead for me and Gemini? Spirit, what messages? Okay. All right, so we're starting off with the Knight of Wands. Thank you. The Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands speaks about some type of direction change. I don't know if like you and this person being together, if there's some type of direction change or move or anything like that. But hey, you're back. But with the Knight of Wands, this lets me know that there could be some potential passion. I don't know if this is a romantic relationship, but you also have the Eight of Swords. So I don't know if this is your energy or Gemini's energy, but there is this energy of like either feeling torn or feeling like kind of fearful, like is this going to work out? Are we going to be together? Type energy. We're now communicating. So maybe you're just maybe the nervous jitters or the overthinking is there because you are because you are just getting in communication. We have the Hangman. So with this energy, there is this energy of like waiting and pausing, and it's not really moving forward. No communication now. No communication. Okay. So like I said, there is some type of doubt or worry about like the future, like as far as the direction, like y'all moving forward. Like you said, no communication, but maybe this is in the back of your mind or the back of that person's mind. But we have the Hangman. So like I said, this is a waiting energy. This is also like a pausing and thinking about things. So maybe you're contemplating certain things in your head, or this other person is with the Nine of Pentacles, like before. Yeah, maybe you guys, if this is not this other person or you with the Nine of Pentacles here, maybe you guys are thinking about like what you value, what's important to you. You guys had a relationship, that's the past, right? You have the present and you have the future. The future is unwritten. So I feel like maybe you guys have had time to think about things, with this Hangman energy. So I do feel this energy. I'm getting body hits. I feel like this energy with you and this person, I feel like this time it's going to be much more intentional, if that makes sense. Much more intentional with the relationship, with the connection. Spirit is saying make sure you're checking in with yourself though, and make sure, I guess they need to check in with themselves, but it's going to be, you have two cards with checking in with yourself. So make sure you're holding up your standards. Make sure you're having healthy boundaries. I'm saying for both of you, but because you're here, I'm speaking to you. just make sure when you're in this connection, because sometimes when we're familiar with someone from the past, sometimes we can go back into that energy, but it's like you're a new you and then they're a new them, if that makes sense. So focus on the energy of love and support, like what you want from this person and how everything's gonna kind of intertwine. But there is a potential for something new coming up here, but there is a period of, they're showing me a turtle. I don't know, maybe getting to know each other, the you now. But there is like a waiting energy, there's a pausing energy, so maybe there's a stop start type energy, but eventually I do feel like there is going to be some type of leap or some type of improvement with the Six of Swords here, of maybe you guys making it official. Just be patient, just be patient. Yes. Okay, he did come back and fix things. Yeah, I just feel like this time is going to be different. I don't know if maybe you've grown, or maybe he's grown, or maybe that person has grown and maybe they've seen how they communicated or how they were. But I'm just, the word that I'm getting from spirit is intentional. I feel like this connection this time is going to be much more intentional. So I think it's going to be a beautiful thing. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Wands. So, I mean, this is about laying roots, moving in together. You've been patient. I feel like you're moving ultimately towards this stability with this person. So, hopefully those messages resonate. I'm wishing the best for both of you guys. All right. You lucky ducks. Let's see. That's so awesome. I'm glad that you're enjoying your job. That's awesome. Let's see. Oh, Madeline, I see that. So you had to release him, let him go. You know, that's the tricky thing with spirit. Like my dad passed about 8 years ago, and you know, a lot of times, like spirit, when they communicate with me, they tell me that one of the lessons that we're here to learn is non-attachment, and I'm like, so wait, you want me to love this person, but then you want me to like not be attached? Thank you so much. The train is passing by. But yeah, sometimes it just seems like a contradiction to me, like being so attached to someone, but then at the same time learning to detach, learning to release. But I guess that's why we're here in Earth School, right? Um, so will I grow my current career? All right, Spirit, what messages from Madeline? Okay. So your overall energy is the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like, I don't know if there's an energy around you of like when you look out in your future, when you look at this career of confusion, it could potentially be multiple opportunities opening up for you as well. But you started off with the Hermit card. I feel like Spirit has messages for you, downloads for you. So maybe Spirit is going to connect through your dreams or some type of signs, or connect with you through a person. But there's something about following your divine light, following your passion. So make sure you're checking in with yourself. You can manifest a lot right now. So it's not about your 3D reality, it's about what you want. So maybe really reflect on what you want. Maybe look at the positions of where you'd want to go within the company, or even think even bigger, like, I want to travel, I want to do this, I want to do that. Like, put those parameters on there, but make it general, yet specific. And I feel like you're going to be able to manifest a lot and really allow your 3D reality to mold it to reflect what you want internally. You have the Eight of Pentacles. This is about focus. This is about dedication. This is about paying attention to the details. Spirit is like really showing me somebody working with clay and molding something. So like, I really feel like you're being very intentional. They just said where energy goes, everything flows. So I feel like whatever this focus is, this dedication, whatever you're doing right now, it's really going to lead to other things. They're showing me doors. So doors are going to be opening up for you. And I feel like you're going to be leveling up. You have the King of Wands here. So just be open to the unexpected, because I feel like you could have some things come in. The King of Wands, very passionate, very focused, the boss, right? Very secure energy as well. Oh, I felt like the soul contract ended. That's never fun when the soul contract ends. It's never. Well, I guess sometimes it might be fun if you didn't like that person, but when you do like that person, it is a little bittersweet. So Madeline, I feel like you're going to get some type of communication. You're going to get some type of contract. You have the Two of Wands here. You may receive 2 opportunities, 2 contracts, but whatever this new communication coming in with the Ace of Swords, I feel like you're going to be able to really like see your future. Like, should I go this way? And then you're going to be able to kind of see everything kind of pan out, or should I go that way? So I think that that's what you should focus on this weekend. You should really just reflect, daydream, think about like how you would want everything to work out when it comes to work. So very beautiful. You definitely got some beautiful things come in here. You're very welcome. Spirit just said go big. Like go big. Like I'm not sure what you do at work or what company, but you know, it could all. I feel like it's just gonna lead to something else. It's gonna lead to something else. So very beautiful. Oh, I like that. Okay, so it has more potential and it aligns with your values. I like that. Aligns with your values. That's very, very good. You reflect a lot on Sundays. Reflection Sunday. I like that. I like that. Yeah. I feel like they just said take off. I feel like when you're in the state of reflection, it's almost going to feel kind of slowed down or kind of paused. But when you get those intuitive nudges, when you get those emails, when you get those offer letters, it's going to be go, go, go. Like go, like you move to another country, go, you move to this company or this position. And it's going to feel like you're like making leaps and bounds forward. So really appreciate those moments of like reflection and feeling grounded. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you so much. You guys are so awesome. I swear it's like always every time I do a live, it's like such a beautiful energy exchange. So that's something that's so important to me. When it comes to friends, when it comes to family, that's a lot of things that is something that I preach to my clients is, you know, the people that you have around you, what is that energy exchange? Do they drain you? You know what I mean? Do they fill up your cup? Do they make you feel motivated? Do they inspire you? Do they challenge you in a very constructive way? Or do they just take from you? Do they just drain from you? Do they abuse you? It doesn't make it right just because it's a parent, just because it's someone that is related to you. That is no exception. So this will be a good weekend, guys. Reflect on the energy exchanges that you have in your life. I mean, that's your friends, your family, your coworkers, whoever it is. No one gets a pass for being an energy vampire or being ugly or, you know, not being able to control their emotions. Like, it's 2022. Like, nobody has time for that. Yeah, Amina, go ahead and put in your question. That's fine. Energy exchanges is so important. Like one of my biggest pet peeves is like respect my time. Like I am so big on respecting my time. If we're gonna meet up for brunch or if we're gonna do something, like be punctual. Because the thing is, like, if I'm late, that shows that I don't respect your time. Like, and everybody has different principles and morals. And that's why sometimes when certain friendships grow apart, I always ask my guides, please align me with who I should be aligned with energetically. And then I find new people come in my life and it just kind of meshes together. So um, you can always ask your guides to bring people in your life that align with your energetic energy right now, because your energy 6 months ago isn't the same energy right now. So it's crazy because I always tell people like, oh, your favorite food is pizza, but it's like, what is your favorite food today? Because it's like things change. Like the last 6 months, guys, when I tell you I've been eating salads like crazy, like, oh my God, I love salads so much. And I'm such an adult, I don't even have to put meat in anymore. Like I can just, no bacon bits, no chicken, no nothing. Like I can just eat all the veggies and I love it. It's like, I don't know, like my body's just like, I want that. So that's another thing too, really listening to your body. What is your body? Even with food, with people, with when you meet people. Like before I knew I had gifts, when I met people, I could feel it in my body whether they had good or bad intentions. So always remember that intentions are invisible. People can tell you that you can trust them. People can tell you that you're safe with them. But I don't need you to tell me anything. Like I will listen to my intuition. I will allow my inner intuition to guide me. Remember that. All right. Mina, thank you for being so patient. Let's see. All right. Spirit, what messages for Amina? Spirit, what messages? Ooh. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it, Mina. Speaking of therapeutic, I graduated this week. I'm officially a therapist. Well, I mean, not officially. I still have to submit for my licensure, but I'm done with school. And yeah, if you're in Texas and you're looking for a therapist, I'm your girl. I have a waitlist below. So um, I'm gonna come up with a schedule for Taropy Talk, and it's a therapy tips. And then at the end of the video, which we're doing now lives, we'll be doing personal readings, because I feel like they're both like intertwined, spirituality and mental health. So Spirit, what messages for Mina? They're getting frustrated with me. They're like, stop talking so much. Pay attention. All right. Let's see. So I usually don't take reversals. So, Mina, with this person, the overall energy is the King of Cups. King of Cups is someone that's very supportive, very nurturing. I find though with my King of Cups sometimes though, they know that they're like this. So sometimes they can kind of be hard on the outside, soft on the inside. It takes time for them to like warm up and really be vulnerable. So I'm not sure at what stage you guys are at. Oh, thank you so much. But that's kind of what I'm feeling from him. I'm not sure if you've broke through the hard candy yet. Such a specific analogy. So we have the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like this person values you. They see a lot of value in you. They see a lot of potential in. I don't know if you guys are in a relationship, but I do feel like they find a lot of potential in you, a lot of value. Okay, cool. So we have the Seven of Pentacles in reversed. So I do feel like this energy of like maybe inside he's like wanting to move forward. He's wanting to rush things because he sees the value. He sees the potential. So I don't know, like Spirit is showing me somebody like daydreaming and like going through different ideas and scenarios in their head. But that's kind of how I'm feeling. And um, we have the Knight of Cups here. So this is a genuine offer coming through. Him offering you a cup of love, a genuine offer. So I don't feel like it's gonna be too long. Like I feel like if he's not gonna ask you to like to be his girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, get in a relationship, maybe things could just take more of a serious turn. Yeah. I felt the rush. I felt the rush. Yeah. Yeah. King of Wands. There's a lot of passion there. I'm getting body hits right now, so I feel like he like really likes you. He really really likes you. Hold on, guys. Let me let the train pass. So Spirit just showed me like a puppy. Like, have you ever seen a puppy run on tile and they're like running, but they like can't catch themselves and they kind of fall under themselves? I feel like that was him. Like he was like so excited, like, oh, I like her so much. So we have the Page of Cups. So these are more messages of love, more messages of heartfelt messages. Maybe wanting to start something new. So maybe he's gonna. Oh, look at this. Hierophant. This is about something official. This is about, hey, what are we doing? Like, are we gonna get together? Like, do you want kids? Like, not that he wants kids, but whatever his idea of a relationship is, because he sees you as the Queen of Wands. This is a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. You could have like a lot of fire placements, but ultimately, he sees you as someone that is very attractive, very fiery, very passionate. I mean, he just thinks you're very hot. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. So, um, yeah, yeah. So he's excited. I mean, it's nice, right, for someone to like you more than you like them. Just make sure that his idea of stability in a relationship is your idea of a relationship. Some people want to be together. Some people want to open relationships. Some people want to travel. Some people want kids. Some people don't want kids. Some people want dogs. Some people do not want dogs. So just make sure that, y'all get those questions out the way, just to make sure that there's no deal breakers, because if you're like, I have to be with someone that loves cats, like, he could be allergic to cats. So, yeah. Yeah, he's holding back. Yeah, he is. I'm telling you, my cards are not reversed, and the Seven of Pentacles was reversed, and I almost flipped it, and I'm like, hold your horses, buddy. Like, you're going too fast. Yeah, you never know sometimes. Like, he was ready to go, you weren't. I don't want to say his ego was kind of abused. I don't know if his ego was kind of hurt, but maybe he's just kind of waiting for, like, I don't want to say the green light from you, but maybe like the yellow light, like red light, green light, yellow light. Can I go? Can I go? Yeah. So maybe he's just kind of waiting on you at this point. Like, Spirit just showed me a ball, so like the ball's in your court. What are you gonna do? That's so cute. I love that. I love that. I feel like with him being the King of Cups is, yes, his ego was hurt. Yeah, I just feel like with the King of Cups, like I said, he is so soft on the inside. Like I feel like if you do choose to go in a relationship with him or expand whatever you guys have, you're really gonna see like how vulnerable he is and like, I don't know, how gushy and soft he is inside. Like, which I think that's a good quality if he feels safe. So there you go. He thinks you're one hot mama. If you want to be a mom. If you don't, you know what to do. I don't want the baby blanket. You take it. I started doing lives on TikTok, and like I literally got like, am I getting pregnant? Am I getting pregnant? And I was just like, oh my gosh, like it's cool. I love it, right? For other people, but I have 3 kids, so no more, no more. It's crazy. I've been meaning to do a video on this, but my husband was taking pictures of me and I was like shuffling the cards, putting the cards up. There was a baby right here. like a whole baby's face. And it, like, I don't want to say it materialized in the picture, but my husband was editing the pictures, and he's like kind of creeped out by like me speaking of spirits, but he edited the picture and then the baby's face showed up. Oh my gosh, guys. I was dying. He was like, "Oh my gosh." I still have the picture. I've been meaning to post it. Oh, you want to be a mom? I mean, I think like that's like the most awesome thing. Like if it resonates with you, I know for me, like I feel like that's like one big thing with my soul contract was being a mom. I don't know if you guys have ever done like a past life regression session, like a hypnosis state. I've done one of those. It's amazing. Make sure you go to someone that's trained. I've seen 2 of my past lives, and it really resonated with me. Like one life time I utilized a lot of my gifts, my spiritual gifts. And then another lifetime, because of how my other lifetime ended, it was like witchy. I ended up getting killed and hung and all this other stuff. But my second lifetime, it seemed like it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. So I didn't use any of my gifts. Like I just shut down all my gifts. And then I was just like a housewife, and I was like, I looked like I was pretty miserable. So it's like with this lifetime, like 2020, 2022, it's like, it's so beautiful that I can have a platform and talk about your intuition and spirit, and we don't die, we just transition, and not have to worry about anybody knocking on my door and like trying to kill me. Because at one time, that was the thing. So, yeah. What is this? The age of Aquarius. So everything is very innovative. And like, I love this. Like, I'm in my home. I'm in the comfort of my home, and I can connect with like all of these people. And it's just so beautiful. Even with COVID and therapy and connecting with clients, like that is so amazing, especially for people that experience really bad social anxiety. How many of those people can't go to therapy because they don't want to get in their car and they don't want to drive to the therapy office? It's like, I'm here, right here, and then you could just do therapy from the comfort of your home, right? Thank you, thank you. I try. It is my intentions to, utilize my gifts as best as possible, and just have like very transparent, what's the word? I don't know. My Gemini brain's not working. Just to like be very transparent with my intentions. I think intentions are everything, right? I just really do. Um, they're just everything. I think that's where people go wrong, because they say one thing, but then their intentions are different. So you're reading their body differently. You may see their aura differently. Their energy's off. It's like, I don't think you're being honest. But I'm so ready for the weekend. You are so welcome, Amina. Wishing you the best. Beat them off with a stick or hug them, whichever one you choose. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much for joining the live. So if you guys have any more questions, pop your questions in the chat. I'll probably just be on here for, I don't know, a couple more minutes. Let's see. Oh, I have hiccups. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate your support. Hello, hello. I'm doing well. How are you doing? I'll be on here for a few more minutes, but if you want to go ahead and pop your question in the chat. Awesome. So glad to hear that you're doing well. And once the replay of the live comes up, I'm going to go back and put timestamps. So the way this format is going to work going forward, it's called Taropy Talk. So it's therapy tips, and then at the end I'll be doing personal questions with tarot and pendulum questions. So let's see. All right, so Firefly, let's see. Spirit, what messages for Firefly? What messages? Is this a romantic relationship or a potential partner? There's definitely some type of connection there. We have the Two of Cups that talks about some type of bond, some type of connection. It could be romantic or platonic. It could be soul contract as well, but I show that you do have a strong connection with this person, whether it's a soul contract or it's in this lifetime that the relationship develops to that as well, Firefly. We do have the Five of Cups. This does talk about past disappointments. It could be, I'm getting the fact that Spirit is showing me like a newspaper. So I feel like maybe his potential start. Maybe this person's past disappointments, past relationships, romantic partners or childhood, something from his past or her past, whichever, caused them some type of disappointment. And maybe it's hard for them to be vulnerable or hard for them to share their emotions. It makes them difficult for them to get close to someone. That's what I'm feeling. We have the Hangman. So when it comes to this connection with this person, I feel like they're thinking. They're thinking, they're waiting, they're reflecting. Do you know their sign? Their sun sign? I almost feel like they're kind of being a little cautious, and it's not anything against you. I think it has to do with the past and people that they've had in their life. But I do find that this person finds you as someone that's very supportive with the Queen of Cups here. So I feel like they feel like you're supportive, and I feel like that energy is going to translate into them feeling safe with you, feeling comfortable with you as well. Maybe you give them good advice. Maybe you just show them kindness. I feel like with this person, there may be a little bit of a struggle with trusting their intuition just based off of their experiences, if that makes sense. But ultimately, I feel like this person does find you very attractive with the Empress card here. So it's completely up to you where you want to take this relationship. I think, taking things slow will be very, very helpful and very important. Just because of their past. I mean, you have a past as well, but maybe make sure that your idea of a relationship and their idea of a relationship is in alignment. Because I feel like this person is going through some type of healing as well. And maybe being around you is healing to them. Maybe you're like a breath of fresh air compared to who they used to interact with, if that makes sense. Oh, yeah. So he may have some type of issues of feeling abandoned and, maybe not getting that closure, or, you know what I mean? So that's very nice that he does feel, he feels safe with you. He feels that connection with you. So very beautiful reading. I hope those messages resonate. Let's see. Thank you everyone for joining the chat. If you could, please like this video. YouTube likes when you like my video, and I like when you like my video. So hello, Tonya. Nice to see you in the chat. Let's see. I love that, Firefly. He helps you heal. So a lot of times when it comes to partnership, what I find like between me and my partner is like things that I'm really, really good at, like he learns from that and vice versa. So it's like student, teacher, like we're always like learning from each other if you're open to that. So very beautiful. I love that you're you're aware of that and that you're open to healing. So I really like that you said that. Let's see. All right. Tiara? I'm so horrible at pronouncing names. Yes or no questions, I use my pendulum. Will JH reach out to me? Spirit, what messages? Yes, no, maybe so. All right, I'm getting a yes for you. It was a bit slow, but be patient. But I did get a yes for you. The lovely train was passing, guys. Oh, okay, cool. He's a Cancer. You're so welcome. Ooh, yes, I pronounced it right. So before I answer the next question, guys, so I was telling you guys that I'm doing like a therapy talk thing. So with therapy talk, it's basically giving you guys therapy tips because I graduated this week as a therapist. And I'm just like to include everything together, like therapy tips for your mental health, and then talking about your spirituality, talking about your intuition, connecting with your inner self. So the therapy talk for today, the tip was to celebrate yourself. So if you guys could kindly put in the chat, what's one thing that you can celebrate a win for today? It could be something big, like I graduated today, guys, with my master's, so I'm excited. 4.0, so excited. But it could be something as small as like you got out of bed, you washed your hair, you got dressed, you did your makeup. But what's really helpful with celebrating yourself is at the end of the night, taking a shower, you're getting ready for bed. Think about your day. Think about all of the things that you had wins, right? Typically we celebrate ourselves during our birthdays, during a promotion, but why can't we celebrate ourselves every single day? Like sometimes if I had like a really busy day and then I go through my wins, I'm like, oh my God, I am pretty awesome. Like, but that's how we're supposed to be talking to ourselves, like our self-worth and really, talking to ourselves like we would a friend. So yes, celebrating waking up this morning. Yes, I love that. I love that. Thank you so much, Firefly. I appreciate it. Yes, yes, yes. And that's another thing. I used to do an exercise. I used to watch this YouTube video on this monk, and he would talk about celebrating life and death. And I know it sounds kind of morbid, but my Pluto's in the fifth house, so I love that stuff. But it's really about like in the mornings when you wake up. I used to be really good at this ritual, but then I kind of slacked, right? Um, but in the mornings when you're waking up, like celebrate the fact that you woke up because like it's no guarantee that you wake up, right? So celebrate that and be grateful for the people and the things that you have in your life. When you're grateful and thankful for the things that you have in your life, the people you have in your life, that signals to the universe to attract more of that into your life. So, yeah. All right. Let's go ahead with Tanya's question. Your name, my name is in your name. My name is Tony. Toni, though. Look at that. All right. How does Cancer feel about me? Okay. Spirit, let me see. Spirit, what messages? My guides are showing me like a railroad track, but it's broken. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, they're showing me a railroad track and it's broken. Let's see. So when it comes to this Cancer person, we have the King of Wands and we have the Devil. I feel like there's this energy of either overthinking or fear or doubt. Could be mental health, could be stress. The bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles. So there is this energy of, it could. the railroad could symbolize something. But with the Five of Pentacles here, there's this energy around this person of the Five of Pentacles, which is lack. Maybe doubting things are going to work out, maybe sabotaging them before they, to see where they go. Does that make sense? Sometimes people will fail before they even fail. We have the Four of Pentacles. I feel that this person is holding on to this fear, to this negative self-talk, like, and it's really throwing off their balance. So I don't know if he has something else going on in his life, if he has a stressful home life or work or something like that, but there's this energy of lack around him, like him looking at the situation, the glass is half full. Things aren't going to work out for me. So honestly, him stop communicating with you, or slowing it down. Yeah. He holds a lot of it in his headspace. And he replay, because they're showing me a projector right now, and he replays it over and over and over. So like his mood can change and it wouldn't even have anything to do with you. So I feel like Eight of Swords. He has a lot going on. Not crazy, but he has a lot going on in his head. I'm getting body hits. And see, the thing is, when you have a lot going on in your head and stress, I always tell people you got to find ways to release that. Whether it's exercise, whether it's journaling. If you don't release all of the stress, all of the mental energy, it will turn into like ailments in your body. That's how you can get sick and get diseases, you know? I just don't feel like he's happy inside. We have the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Cups. I wonder if he feels like he deserves happiness. I wonder about his self-worth, if he values himself. I wonder from his childhood if maybe he wasn't valued, so he doesn't know how to value himself. That's like the thing that I find. We have the Five of Swords too. There's a lot of conflict. It could be internally, externally, but I feel like he has a lot of internal conflict. A lot of times when we grow up, if we've had bad childhoods, if we've had bad relationships, we will take it personal. But the thing is, what I try to tell my clients, what I try to tell people is that people only have the tools that they have, right? And if they don't have the tools to know how to love you, then they're not doing it to you purposely. So I feel like he had a lot of people not love him. And so I feel like it's very difficult for him to love himself. And maybe that's why that connection kind of like disappeared. So if he does come back in your life, hopefully he's more healed. You know, hopefully you can see that as well. And he will provide you with better communication, and you don't deserve that. I mean, I feel like everyone should just treat themselves like a queen or a king, and you know, it's what do you call it? It's a privilege to communicate with you. It's a privilege to be in your presence. So anyone that is just stops talking to you and doesn't give you any type of communication or any feedback, his loss, like his loss, and hopefully he's like healing. But on to the next, because Nine of Pentacles, if you don't value yourself, no one else will value you. People only value you as much as you value you. And that's why I tell people, you better value yourself. I saw this exercise the other day, and I've been doing it. And like throughout the day, it's just like, I'll just tell myself, oh my gosh, like I love you so much. So this next week, remind yourself throughout the day how much you love yourself. I feel like we tell people every day that we love them. You know what I mean? But bring it back to yourself. You're so welcome. I hope those messages resonate. Hour and 17 minutes. Ooh. My social battery's running out, guys. Yes. So do you guys have any last minute questions? Any questions about mediumship? about Reiki, energy healing, about therapy, how to find a therapist. I'll have the hiccups. Any of those questions, put them in the chat. I will be gladly to answer them. Tori, let's see. Spirit, what messages for Tori? Okay, story time, Tori, let me tell you. So when I was growing up, my name is Tony, Toni. But there were like 2 boys in my class and their name was Tony. So then like I always felt like it was a boy's name, so I didn't like it. So in my head, if I could pick a name, I would have been Tori. Oh, thank you so much. So yeah, like I'm just kind of fangirling because I used to like in my head like, I'm Tori. All right, so how is Jay feeling? I know, right? So weird. All right. Let's see, let me focus. How is Jay feeling about me? Spirit, what messages for Tori? Thank you. I've learned to appreciate it. It's good. Definitely got me interviews like where people have thought I was a male or they think I'm Italian because of my last name, and I'm like, you still have to interview me. So, Tony Braxton, yeah. All right. How does Jay feel about me? So we're starting off with the Strength card and the High Priestess, if I can hold the cards. I don't know what Jay's going through right now with the Strength card here. Sometimes like that could be him experience some type of stress or work or toxic environment. This could also be him dealing with negative thoughts and like not trusting in the process, not trusting in his intuition as well. Spirit, what additional messages, Tori? So the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Wands. I feel like with Jay, Tori, right now, I feel that he really needs to focus on himself. With the Nine of Wands, this is about being persistent, not giving up. There's this energy of walking away as well. I feel like there's some energy like he feels conflicted. But with the Nine of Wands, that does point to like feeling like tired or burned out. He needs to take care of himself. We have the Seven of Swords or Seven of Wands. This could be going back and forth with people. This could be about him standing his ground, knowing his worth, but he is going to be wrapping something up soon. I feel like that's what he's focused on. So I don't know if he's like not giving you as much attention as you want, or if there's not enough communication, but I feel like he's wrapped up with something else. Spirit, what other messages for Tori? Yeah. We have the Ten of Swords. That's about ending some type of cycle that is very painful. I mean, this cycle could have been the last 10 months, the last 10 years, a little stagnant. I think he has a lot going on. I think he's really trying to wrap this up with the Ten of Swords. That's wrapping it up, some type of painful cycle, and really, starting a fresh new beginning. So I don't really feel like it's you, if that makes sense. I don't really feel like it's you. Thank you. They was taking a long time. So we have the Queen. No, we don't. I'm tired. We have the Ace of Swords and we have the Two of Wands. Be patient as can be, right? Value yourself. If he takes too long, kick into the curb. But in the meantime, be patient because you're going to have some new communication come through from him. And I feel like once he's done wrapping up this cycle, he's going to really be focused on his future. And the fact that that's coming out, his future, like future plans, moving, connecting, I feel like he's going to be more talkative after this period is being wrapped up, if that makes sense. Like I said, be as patient as you're willing to deal with it. Because we have the Six of Cups. He could be dealing with stuff from his childhood. He could be dealing with family, but something from the past. But I do feel like he does value you with the Nine of Pentacles here. So we have the Ace of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. He sees the potential. He sees the value. So I don't think it's like a question of whether he likes you or not. You got his attention. Maybe even sees like starting roots with you and having a family. But I think right now he really needs to wrap up that cycle. Maybe just try to support him as much as you can if you're able to, if you want to. But like I said, be patient. I do feel like he's going to come around, but be patient as you're willing to be. Because the thing is, like, sometimes when people are going through things, they're not able to just communicate and be like, I'm going through a tough time right now. Like, I just need to pause. Like, and then we could be more understanding. But then when people kind of like just kind of like ghost us, or they're kind of quiet, or they're inconsistent, it's like, what's up with him? But he just wasn't able to communicate. He got a lot going on. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. With wrapping up school, like I have extra time now. So I'm like, what do I do with my time? So I really have to be intentional, really focus on my channel, because my channel is my platform. It's my brand. I have new merch out as well. I'll put that link in the chat. Just really trying to create a community and connect with you guys, and, assist you on your healing journey. It's like I'm on my journey, sharing is caring. But yes, I'm so glad I'm done with school though. So glad. Let's see. That's not it. I was trying to get the link really quick. Oh, I think I put it at the bottom. How long have I been on here? 1 hour and 26 minutes. I'll probably be on here for another couple of minutes, and then I'm about to get off and get a snack. Snack time. Maybe some plums. Man, I have some plums in there. They are so good. And I need another bottle of water. All right, I think that pretty much wraps it up. This has been very beautiful, guys. So, like I said, moving forward, I'm gonna continue to do these therapy talks and provide you guys with tips, mental health tips, therapy tips that you can utilize in your day-to-day. Also with the personal questions with therapy and with tarot. So this was very beautiful. I just love the energy exchange with each and every one of you. I truly appreciate it for you spending your time here. So I'm wishing you guys love and abundance. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And yeah, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.